Okay, we're off on another road trip to Port Lincoln. So we're gonna reset the trip meter, click to reset. That was from the last one, 633.34, 6,334, 15.8, 94 hours, 70 kilometers an hour average. So that was the epic road trip with some cruising around KI as well added in there. So that was truly epic. Record that for prosperity there. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, it doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, so we're gonna click again to confirm. There we go. Trip manual is set to 0 and Port Lincoln is 834 kilometers away, 11 hours 52 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be a long day of driving. We're on the 7:30 ferry. It's 5:30 now, so they've given us 2 hours to get to the ferry with the roadworks, which is heaps of time. And yeah, so we've got the first charges at Port Wakefield. I don't know, it's tempting to do EV on the way out of Adelaide just to be safe in case Port Wakefield isn't working, although yeah, we should get there with plenty. So again, 11 hours 51 minutes, 834 kilometers from Kangaroo Island, Kingscote, Kangaroo Island to Port Lincoln. And we're going to go for it's a 4-day trip, 1 day there, 2 days in Port Lincoln and 1 day back. We thought about going across on the Paralowie ferry, but we're just going to do the road trip and test out the charges. So we'll get going and we'll see you at the ferry terminal. We've got Twig in the back there in the dark. Everything's packed up. Hopefully remembered to get everything. Let's go. Can't see me in the dark. So let's go. Okay, we made it to the ferry through the roadworks. Dodged the roos in the darkness, and it's a beautiful dawn. Well, it's a bit past dawn now, and it's had a bit of a shower. There you can see the mainland, the Starfish Hill. We're parked in lane 5 for the EVs, and we're all legal now with the blue triangles. I picked up some bugs on the short trip. We've got the EV triangle, the rain, there's the boat. So we're on the 7:30 ferry and we're going to go 850 kilometers to Port Lincoln. Raindrops on the Polestar. Check Twiggy in the back. There she is, the Twigmeister, all ready. And we're all ready to go on the road trip. How cool is that? Another road trip to Port Lincoln, where I used to live 20 years ago for 6 years. And yeah, looking forward to catching up with all my old friends, checking out the town, seeing how it goes. And look, of course, a road trip, testing out the charging network on the way. Yeah, nothing better than being on the road in the Polestar. We'll see you on the mainland. Ciao. Here we go. I said I'd see you back on the mainland, but couldn't help but record. Love recording the ferry. It's such a cool trip. Cost me, I think, $150 or $180. So yeah, it's not cheap to go to the mainland, but I think it's worth living on the island. The benefits, the fringe benefits. Extra diesel. Cranking it. Off she goes. See you, Kangaroo Island. See you, Kangaroo Island. Whee, what's that noise? Oh, here we go. Twiggy, sit. See you Island. Alright, we are about to get off the ferry. We're in pole position. 55 Lakewood. All the other cars getting to Port Lincoln on the ferry. Twig enjoyed her ferry ride, didn't you, Twig? Hey? You a good girl? Yes? Watching some YouTubes. About to get off the ferry. Alright, first charging station, not because we must, but because we want to. 89, 92, 101, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 110. So we're just charging from 50 to 80. And then we might need to go and use the bathroom, Twiggy. Hey, you good girl? We stopped. We stopped next to a Tesla. Somewhere north of Adelaide, don't really know where. Need to wee, that's why we stopped. I'm getting 105 at the EV, love EV, works so well, always works. 58, very good. Go and do a wee and then come back. Alright, that was just a really quick top up. Love EV. We got 110 kilowatts max, went from, I don't know, 50 something back up to 80. Only took like 13 minutes or something, or cost $13, I don't know, I can't remember. But I met someone called Stanley who works for Bedford, and we had a chat about our dog. He saw Twiggy and we said hello, and it's nice to meet another Stanley. There's a Tesla here that he's charging to, or he or she's charging to 100%. We'll leave him be. That's a dual motor, and we'll keep going. We didn't really need to do that charger, but we needed to use the bathroom. Got a drink and let Twiggy out for a bit. And now we'll go to Port Wakefield to do another top up at the RAA there before going all the way to Whyalla. So we'll see you soon. Alright, we're here at Port Wakefield, and we had some major drama. I got a message from Google saying that the charger was broken, find another alternate location, and I was like, oh my god. And then I checked and I had 380 k's and Port Augusta is about 230, so I had enough to get to Port Augusta. But I mean, that just shows that it was handy to charge at Paralowie, because it gave me the extra. If I'd rocked up here and it really wasn't working, then I would have been in trouble. But it is actually working, although it wasn't working for that gentleman over there because he was using the app, whereas I had the RFID card. So that was very handy. That's a good message, to use the RFID card, to have it, because even if the charger's broken, or if the app's not working, you can still use the RFID card. So yeah, that's a good message there. And then another MG rocked up, and they're going to just use the slow chargers to get them by. I don't think neither of them have got very far to go anyway, so I think they're okay. I'm trying to get all the way to Port Lincoln, so I don't need to go to charge at Port Augusta now. I can just charge at Whyalla, and then that'll be the last stop before I get down to Tumby Bay, I think. So it was getting 90 kilowatts when I got here. Now it's doing 36, and we're going to do it to 90 just to be safe. And it's at 86, so we're almost there, which is good. And we'll do a plug share report and let people know that there are issues with the app, but if you have the RFID card, it should be working fine. So yeah, good message to get the RFID card, and always be charging. So that, again, I'm glad that I charged at Paralowie, because if this one really was broken, then I would have been screwed. But it's actually working, so that's good. Do the plug share photo and then we'll go. Alright, so we charged to 90, and there's a bit of drama here with those folks not having cards and trying to get it to work, so I'm just going to pull out, do plug share, and then keep going. I'll let you know how much I got, etc. Alright, so we helped out that family there from Adelaide, and they couldn't get the app to work, so I just let them use my card, and they gave me $10 in exchange. So happy to help out. We were at 90%, got the standard 480 k's. I think there's something definitely wrong with the app, because I didn't get a message from RAA with my bill of how much it cost, etc. So now we'll try, oh, Twiggy's in there. Now we'll try and go to, we don't need to go to Port Augusta, we'll just go to Whyalla. So we'll say, hey Google, navigate me to RAA charger Whyalla. Hey Google.
Alright, where would you like to stop?
Navigate me to the RAA charger at Whyalla.
Navigating to RA shop, Whyalla.
Hey Google, cancel. Hey Google, navigate me to the RAA EV charger in Whyalla.
Navigating to Charger Fox charging station.
Alright, so it's saying we'll get 23.
Head west on Borough Street towards Wakefield Street.
It says we're going to get 23% there. At 23% at Whyalla. So there is the map. 3 hours and 13 minutes, 286 kilometers, 22%. We normally kill that, so we'll keep going. I don't think we'll stop in Port Augusta, be brave, because there are alternatives in Whyalla. So we'll go there, and we'll just keep cruising. Hey Twig, good idea. We'll lock you up and get you in the... But yeah, happy to help out that family. They just gave me $10, and they're going to top up and go to their holiday there at on York Peninsula. And we will get going. Alright, we're charging here at Whyalla. Whyalla. We're going to get 90% here, and we're going up from 42, 44, 45, 50. Someone's got their radio on super loud. Not sure why that is. 75, 78, 80, 90. We should get to 120 hopefully. Twiggy, what do you reckon? It's all happening here at Whyalla. We got 120 coming up, 117, 118, 119, 120, 120, 121, 34%, 4:40 p.m. Here we go. Right, we're at 58 and we're still getting 110, which is great. So half an hour left to go, which is pretty damn good. Almost left to Port Lincoln. Twiggy, don't go anywhere. About another 300 k's to Port Lincoln, 101 kilowatts. We're at this nondescript supermarket shopping centre here in Whyalla. Alright, we made it. We got the 90%. Took about, I don't know, 30-40 minutes. Everything's good. We've got 260 k's to go now. Twiggy's all in the back, nice and secure. Lock her up there, ready to go. Not too much to report. Never seen so many wind turbines, and as you can tell, it's kind of windy here. So everything's good. We'll report back when we get further down the Gulf. Didn't really take much footage with the GoPro. I did plenty of dash cam footage, so I might add that into the video at some point. RIA went smoothly, got a maximum of 120 kilowatts at the beginning, right at 32%, then ramped down, and we did the whole 90%. We'll be heading into a tailwind now. So, a headwind. We had a tailwind and we were doing about 14.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and now we've ramped up to 15.3. Just hit that headwind once we rounded past Port Augusta. We've got 260 k's left to go, so we'll get going and make it to Port Lincoln before the dark, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Okay, I can't remember whether I recorded last night. I don't think I did, but we made it to Port Lincoln. My friend Simon place here, Arundel, which is just gorgeous. This is where I used to live for well, actually I didn't live here, but I lived in Port Lincoln for 6 years, and so this is where we camped out last night. Simon's got a friend staying in the cottage where I used to live, so I rolled out the swag. Very comfortable, got the Polestar on trickle charge. So we arrived with 27 and we're now back up to 55, which is great. On the old trickle charger. Slept in the swag. Twig was very happy. She's got her own little sleeping pad and secure with a tow bar. She's ready to go on a daytime. But yeah, this is Arundel. When I first moved to Port Lincoln, this is where I lived. Magnificent property right on Proper Bay there. 1867 was built. Beautiful limestone building, and I used to live in the cottage there. When I first moved here, I lived there for a year and a bit before I bought my own house. Simon's an absolute legend, opal miner, man of many skills and talents, and yeah, happy to be back here. So it ended up being a great journey, long journey, but very good journey. Had fun along the way. Try and do some recording of the driving on the way back. Twiggy has a good time as always. And yeah, now we're going to head back into Port Lincoln, check it out, go into the Port Lincoln Times office, pack up the car and enjoy our time in our old town where I lived for 6 years back. Yeah, Twiggy, you're a good girl. Where I lived for... Twiggy, shush. Sit. Good girl. She's ready to go. So this is where I lived from 2000 to 2006. And it was a great place to live, right on the ocean. So let's pack up and enjoy our day.